The kernel of the idea came from Joris, who was talking about being the third wheel in a relationship. And as we met about it, it started out as something a little lighter, a little more fun. But once we brought in the idea of the cabin and the cabin in the woods, it made more sense that it became a survival thriller.
I want to take backcountry to another level. But I felt I wasn't finished with the survival thriller, which is my favorite genre. And Missy Peregrym was always on my mind for the lead, for Sophie.
When we did backcountry together, I didn't know him super well. Working on that movie was when we really, really got to know each other well, which made me excited to come back.
Adam has been quietly developing a style over the years, and you know an Adam MacDonald movie, you're gonna be scared, you're gonna be on the edge of your seat, but he has this way of upping the tension. You're leaning into your screen at the same time that you're kind of trying to not see what's happening.
He's pushed his way into an industry and into a genre which is super competitive too. Like, it's horror, thriller stuff is, you know, they make a ton of those movies a year.
Nolan! Nolan!
You know, clearly what we see on screen matters, and to see a woman in a powerful position, it's a very rare thing to see that. And if one woman can do it, it's Missy Peregrym.
And so I always wanted to play what I think is real women. And I think we're all the things. We're scared, we're vulnerable, we're tough, we get it done. We always rise to the challenge. I feel like I've come alive on this project in a different way, because I'm going back to my childhood. I'm going back to the way it used to be, which again informs very naturally how I will play the scenes with Joris.
Kyle sees himself as, you know, capable hunter, capable woodsman. He knows his way around the outdoors. He is confronted with something that he completely unwinds him as a person and shows him that he might not be who he thought he was. Not only does he not have control over the wild, he doesn't have control over the thing that he loves the most, which is Sophie.
There's a really profound love story here that's happening. And it's not just a love story between the characters. It's man versus nature, but it's also nature will equal the score.
The idea of the wolves is all Adam MacDonald. It's pretty cool that we got the Game of Thrones wolves. We got some famous Hollywood wolves.
Probably my biggest, except for Missy and Christian, probably the most important collaborator on this by far is Andrew Simpson.
And the cast and crew have been absolutely fantastic. And that makes all the difference, because that energy, it goes to the animals. The animals feel that, and making that atmosphere for them to work in was, without question, the one driving factor for this whole show.
So this was a different experience of having to actually fight the wolf. When I first saw the puppet, it was more emotional for me. I mean, I hated getting blood on it. I hated grabbing it. Every time after we did the stunt, I literally pet it just to like reset it as if it's a live thing. It's not. I just thought it was very cool. I'm so happy that we got to work with Andrew.
Although they're puppets, they do have the ability to bring that emotion out in people, which I'm sure it will, on the screen too.
It was shocking how well it worked, because you can judge it instantly when you see it, but the puppets are basically like full-size wolves. But when you feel the wolf lunging and the jaws coming at you, there's a big blood theme on this. There's never enough blood.
When we shot the wolf attack sequence with him in Alberta, he said, this has never been seen before. It's never been done before. We've never been this close. No one's seen what we've done here.
The violence and the savagery of the actual attack itself was so overwhelming in the sense that I didn't really appreciate how much damage a wolf could do.
The wolves weren't supposed to do something essential, which was almost like the linchpin for this whole movie to take off. There's a moment that happens that really ignites the story.
The way Adam shoots and the stuff that he wants to see, he's taken the wolf attack genre to the next level. Adam's style is he wanted to bring the audience right into the action, which we have successfully done on this.
I just want to bring something more authentic and visual and interesting and intense and emotional with the wolves, that it's more of a visceral feeling.
I hope that they have the crap scared out of them and they have a great time, because this movie moves, man.
We take it for granted that we're safe all the time.
But I really want people to go, holy shit, that was fucking cool. I've never seen a wolf do that. How did they do that? I have to see that again. How did they do that? So I want to bring the audience that close to the wolves for the first time.
This is a movie that is a little bit about survival of the fittest. It's really conflicting, you know? We're so fragile as people. We're so vulnerable. And when you love something so much, the risk of losing it is very powerful. And that's really kind of what we're watching. It takes a situation this serious and severe to see what you're made of.
Cut. Brad, thank you. That's a wrap on the day, everybody. Great day, guys.